So, you want to hear another story, huh? One where the very fate of Pandora hangs in the balance? If not, too bad, I'm telling you anyway.
Should there be a Borderlands 2 movie? Probably not, being honest. Like the first movie, the only movie, didn't do good at all. Wasn't well received. Uh Fucking CEO started losing it because nobody was watching it. The movie itself wasn't much of an adaptation. It was like loosely, if you could barely even say that, compared to like other game adaptations where they kind of try, but they still don't nail it. And reading the reviews, because I went through a few of them, I swear half of them are like AI generated because like a lot of them just say the same dribble of the movie was good and like I am a big Borderlands fan and it wasn't very lore accurate. Yeah, but like you should still watch it because it was still good. Like it was still a good movie. Like no, if there isn't much regarding the games in the movie, it's not a good adaptation. And I don't see the issue of a one-to-one adaptation from game to movie. Like if you read manga and watch anime, it's usually a one-to-one recreation of the other because you read the manga, you really enjoy it, so you want to see it animated, which typically happens. So it gets animated. It's one-to-one. It's the same story. You already enjoyed reading, so why wouldn't you enjoy watching it be animated? There is nothing wrong with putting a game as a movie because some people just don't have the time to sit through a game, which is like 8 to 5 hours. No, okay, that is dumb as shit for me to say. Like 8 to maybe like 20 hours worth of gameplay if you're just burning through it, compared to a 2 hour movie of a run through of the game. Which you can cut out like all that bits and pieces in between that just kind of lay down like all that filler stuff in a game. I don't know. I personally wouldn't know what parts would be more important or not to make said movie, but it's obvious that if you just have the key components of said story, you have an easy movie. There's nothing wrong with adapting a game directly into a movie. It's why half these adaptations don't do well. And if you're not going to do that game itself, at least try your best to actually look at the source material and introduce as much as you can. And if you just can't do a movie, do a series. The Fallout series did well. Yeah, that's the only good example because the Halo series nobody fucking liked. Um, Fuck me, that's all that's on my mind right now. But yeah, I think that a Borderlands 2 movie would probably not be as shitty as as the first movie because I feel like that they could easily retcon that movie, give some excuse of why it's in the like it exist like the story itself existed, but it was made by Marcus just to sell, just to sell within Pandora itself. Tiny Tina was telling the story, so it got fucked up. Like something else could be different, or like even Handsome Jack could have been the one that made the movie because with his relationship of like some of the characters, like Kevin Hart being Roland could have been Handsome Jack being like, yeah, Roland's a short fucking asshole, so just like him just taking cracks at everybody by like just making them disproportionate to like who they are as person. And as casting, because nobody also liked the casting of Borderlands 1, Roland, my friend suggested, should be Samuel Jackson, which I think would actually be a really good fit. I said that Axton should be Chris Evans. I don't have an opinion for Salvador and Maya because they don't. I don't know many voice. I don't know any actors that could fit them personally off the top of my head. I said Keanu Reeves should be Zero, but Lily, you could also just do the voice actor and it'd be as good because you could just put a stunt double for the actual actor. Um, for the Borderlands 1 cast, which like the original from the games, Dave Batista, I think is his name. I might have really fucked that up. I think he would be a really good fit for Brick. I always said Roland should be Samuel Jackson. I don't have any idea for Mordecai, and I don't have one for Lilith. The actors for Lilith was okay. She was pretty good, I guess, for the movie, but even then, and the actor for Tiny Tina was she was all right. Krieg himself could also be put back into the main cast of characters. I know there's another character in Borderlands 2 that's DLC, but Krieg could also fit in the team dynamic if you want to like get rid of Salvador and still have him or something, because Krieg has that relationship with Maya of him trying to battle his psychosis, which in the movie they should have done something with that, because that's like the interesting part of Krieg is that he's a psycho that's like he's like a man trapped in a psycho's body, and it's interesting seeing those snippets of him trying to like show humanity, but he's kind of stuck killing people and he can't control himself. He's just stuck in a ride, which I think they should have done that a little bit somehow. They should have had Creek show that a little bit of humanity in some parts. Um, all the other characters, I literally cannot remember who else was in that movie. It's all blank to me. I guess they're okay. I don't remember. Jack Black as Crabtrap was pretty good, as everybody else has said. Like, gonna be honest, this last half I kind of just sat on. I didn't even start recording anything for a good minute. I just started doom scrolling on my phone. But yeah, Jack Black was good. Good instant for Claptrap. If they raised his voice just a little bit higher, he would have just sounded like the voice actor. And I didn't touch on this earlier, but Ryan Reynolds should be Handsome Jack, because it's easy to imagine Handsome Jack from him playing Deadpool just be saying stuff like this.
What was your name?
Pierce.
Well, Miss Pierce, and please don't tell me it's Mrs. Pierce and break my heart. This string doesn't belong to you, so why don't you turn around and face me, Pumpkin?
This train was commandeered legally under the...
Holy nutballs! What happened to your freaking face? I'm racking my brain trying to think of a name for that diamond pony I bought. I was gonna call it Piss for Brains in honor of you, but that just feels immature. Hey, maybe Bud Stallion? Nah, that's even worse. I tell you what, I'll give it some more thought.
Open!
I should probably clarify. The diamond horse I've been telling you about, it's a sculpture. It's a living horse that actually has a tornado. Actually, I'll go get it. Bud Stallion! Here you go, Bud Stallion. Say hello. Yeah. Bud Stallion says hello.
Another thing I had an issue with was the fights. The fights, I can barely remember anything, and nothing like is stuck in my brain. And for most movies, if there's a good fight scene, there's at least something to me that was interesting about it, that I think, oh yeah, that was really cool to watch. But in this movie, like, there's just really nothing. Nothing has stuck with me since I watched it that I can easily recall that I thought was actually cool. Nothing was really cool. So to like do anything, like, I came to this movie expecting like the Borderlands 2 intro sequence, and I'm gonna say Borderlands 2 because I just love Borderlands 2. But that sequence, in my opinion, is like probably like the best intro of characters on like doing a nice choreographed fight, of showcasing all of them and like what they may bring to the table as far as like abilities and stuff, because it was just really good. But yeah, I think that's about it. Do I think there should be another Borderlands 2 movie? Do I think there should be another Borderlands movie? Probably not. Realistically, probably just wouldn't even happen. The CEO seems like he's gonna wipe his hands with it, with how much he, like, how he casually said, yeah, this isn't gonna hurt us financially, so he doesn't really care. So nobody else really should care either. Uh, do I think, hypothetically, if this movie was a tiny bit more well received and was greenlit for another movie, that it could be better? Yes, I really do think it could, especially though I'm not some A tier fucking movie creator. I think my idea is pretty well rounded enough to give some director some direction with it. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm done.